Do you recall the favorite game you played in elementary? If so, the excitement, competition, and exhilaration of earning extra free time or other incentives can bring back fond memories. In academia, games can help faculty scaffold instruction, assess student learning, and create a vibrant classroom environment that actively engages students in the learning cycle. Consequently, the game-based platform Kahoot can help change your classes one game at a time. By the end of this tutorial, faculty will be able to describe how game-based pedagogy promotes active learning, recall the uses and limitations of using the game-based platform Kahoot, and identify the steps to request a Kahoot account. The terms gamification, game-based learning, and game-based pedagogy are synonymous. According to Tan Alin, Ganapathy, and Kaur, game-based learning or gamification rests on the experiential nature of a game that allows learners the opportunity to be fully involved in the learning cycle. To fully involve students speaks to the importance of active learning. The efficacy of our teaching is not complete until we assess learning. How we choose to engage students depends on learning preferences and course outcomes. The use of games as an instructional tool is one way to appeal to the divergent needs of today's students. Some educators think games and learning cannot coexist, despite the empirical evidence to support the validity of game-based learning in higher education classrooms. Wang and others posit that games contribute to metacognitive development, empathy, and teamwork skills. Kahoot teaches students how to learn in and outside of the classroom. Thus, they develop transferable soft skills such as empathy and teamwork when working collaboratively on a project. Wang and Liberoff suggest that games positively impact classroom dynamics. The audio and music features of Kahoot can transcend cultural barriers and invite students to explore new concepts. Zarzika Piskorov observes that increased motivation and persistence occur from using Kahoot. During any academic term, engagement wanes due to situational and seasonal factors. Kahoot provides a needed boost to re-engage students in learning. Diaz-Ramirez concludes that gamification assessments improve students' final grades. By scaffolding instruction, a benefit of Kahoot is the improvement in assessment outcomes. Lastly, Murillo Zamorano and others posit that Kahoot contributes to the development of digital literary skills for the workforce. Our goal as educators should be to equip students with the skills they will need to advance professionally. To assess if game-based learning is appropriate for your course, you should identify your why. What do I want students to learn? How will I assess learning? What instructional practices will I incorporate to aid in this process? Most importantly, how does this game align with my learning outcomes? If adding a game to your class does not align with your outcomes, reevaluate your why. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform that makes it easy to create, share, and play fun learning games or trivia quizzes in minutes. Kahoot can be utilized during and after classes to review topics from a previous class, to reinforce new knowledge. A Kahoot can be assigned as an individual homework assignment. Kahoots can be assigned as group projects to develop research and digital literacy skills. Kahoots can also serve as a formative assessment by utilizing the report feature to inform instruction, and summative assessment reports for tracking student performance. Kahoots can also be utilized to pre-assess and practice before exams. As with any technology, there are imperfections. A few things to consider should you decide to incorporate Kahoot into your courses. Network latency due to Wi-Fi connections can delay the response time when participating in the game. Impromptu technology training can occur that can cause a delay during class if a student is unfamiliar with the tool. Keep in mind that all students do not have access to a mobile phone, so it may be important to assign students into groups when utilizing Kahoot. You should always check your technology setup, including the volume before class, to ensure that the audio and music can be heard. Also, remember to enable the appropriate nickname generator feature in Kahoot. This will prevent students from entering inappropriate names when preparing to enter the game. And lastly, keep in mind that this time response feature can cause student anxiety. To access Kahoot, submit a Ramtech non-banner application support ticket. After you receive notification that the ticket is complete, accept the Kahoot invitation. Log into Kahoot with your @WSSU credentials and create a Kahoot from the list of templates or design your own to change the game in your course. Keep in mind that if you are teaching synchronous courses, you can access Kahoot using the Apps feature in your Zoom account. In this tutorial, we have described how game-based pedagogy promotes active learning. Recall the uses and limitations of using the game-based platform Kahoot, and identified the steps to request a Kahoot account. In closing, Cara Carrero states, "Games aren't just filler-in education. They have the ability to introduce, reinforce, or even assess learning of a given topic." Considering this, you can change the game in your courses by incorporating Kahoot to increase student motivation, persistence, assess learning, and most importantly, fully involve students in the learning cycle. Remember to subscribe to the Center for Innovative and Transformative Instruction YouTube channel for more instructional videos.